வெல்கம் டு MSK லைஃப் கிளினிக் ஃபவுண்டேஷன். இது வாழ்வியல் மேம்பாட்டு நிறுவனம்.
We are very happy to commit the very first, not only very first, the world first psychological learning consultancy development program for pilots. This is a very innovative program. We are really happy on behalf of our MSK Life Clinic Foundation that Dr. Karthikeyan sir and their aerospace department HOD and their team. First of all, very happy. We are congratulating you, Dr. Karthikeyan sir and the student team, because they selected the very novel, essential, innovative topics.
Thank you, sir.
First of all,
thank you very much for your valuable time. First of all, we are very thankful you accept our invitation and spend your valuable time to discuss with our students.
Okay. Always welcome. Best very good news is that now only according to your pamphlet and detailed information, the government of India now only implemented the psychological consultation needed for the pilot.
Yes, sir.
But in my point of view, they are not implemented, sir. Now only they are giving the guidance how the expert can analyze the mental health. That's all.
So
they are not yet implemented. How can they improve the mental health? They are giving the guidance to how can analyze the mental health.
Yes. But from that report, what I studied means they are framed the syllabus protocol for the pilot psychological training program. Like a student can record this information. Then
Yes,
you can also, according to that detailed information, the airport authority designed a syllabus protocol for the training program. But as per mindset knowledge theory, training is only for repeated job and work. So if the pilot somewhat facing birds or something problem, or in landing type during the landing time somewhat human signaling missed, means it is not come under the syllabus pattern. It is a crisis pattern. In our research,
sir, one may shall we record your this information, sir?
Yes, sir. Already told you. You can.
Recording.
It's recording. Okay, sir. Please.
The most of the accident prevalent in somewhat bird crashing or bird attack, or sometime in landing situations, the signaling transformation, signaling conversion that leads to accident as per the report. But as per our MSK mindset knowledge theory, training is only for repeated job. But for the pilot, we need intellectual personal assessment skill. That is called learning process. The pilot facing the bird crossing or somewhat signaling in land site, that is in airways or on that is airport, the signaling is misinterpreted, that leads to also accident. So we have to give the learning consultancy development program instead of training. What we designed means we have to give every 3 months crisis management based decision making and intellectual training, that is intelligent training, in the name of learning. But as for MSK module, we never use the word training. We use only learning. From that research, we should not use the word of training. Instead of training, you have to use learning. Learning is a situational effect of action. But training is permanent act that increase the speed of the action. But learning is what are the things needed, how to implement. You have to suddenly calculate and assess and implement mentally. So as a researchers people, you have to suggest the pilot department 3 types of consultancy needed periodically for every 3 months. One is the crisis management, then learning development. For that periodical Periodical meetings also need not in the same of peer group consultation and also expert group crisis consultancy. In another ways, the pilot sensitivity, pilot focus point can be changed according to his four way. As per MSK theory, four manners his factor will be changed. One is his educational, economy, social status or social problem, then psychological health. It will vary time to time. Just like a physical sensitivity, physical alignment, this four component also vary. So we have to reassess, realign the pilot four factor: educational, economy, social, and psychological health. That means this is not only focusing on the pilot, we should also focusing on the pilot family. Suppose pilot is somewhat thinking about the family health problem. It may be a father or parent or somewhat child or wife. This also affect his perception and also assessment of the airways and airport. So we have to give the psychological crisis management. Therapeutically, we have to give the solution for his problem. Then only his mind will focus on his duty for wellness as well as without accident. Another one more thing is, according to the age factor, their neuroception, how they perceive the object or perceive the signal or bird, it will be due to the age factor that perceptual gap also increase. So we have to give the perceptual accuracy. And also during the speed process, when the aircraft is running its runway or somewhat flying at its airway, the speed and object in front of the speed element, the pilot should have the capacity to perceive the object and speed. This is fully not by the mechanical way, by their personal skill wise way. So these are all point to be added in your research. This will be this kind of the information newly give the boost to the future protocol designer of the pilot psychological wellness, psychological skills.
Okay, sir. So actually, from your idea, I got some point.
Okay.
The psychological crisis management
Yeah.
is very important.
Yes.
That is one point. To avoid this type of action, psychological crisis management is important. So to implement that, we need the psychological consultation. That means some particular type of psychological consultation is required. Now, in the student project, they have to suggest one particular format of psychological consultation. They have to suggest this for aviation personnel. Especially this format must be suitable for pilots and air traffic controllers.
Yes.
So how we can give the format? Format means how we can implement this particular consultation. That is the thing.
Yes.
That means for how periodically we can do it, 6 months once or 1 month or 1 year. Like that, we have to give all idea in the project report.
Okay. For compulsory is once in every 3 months is compulsory. For the improve the speed of the pilot process, it is better to analyze the forthcoming or experienced crisis during the 1 month span. That is 30 days. Every 30 days or 28 days, the pilot should be asked to give what are the crises you are facing during the aircraft landing or flying. So what are the problem personally is facing? For example, sometimes they see the somewhat dot on the ice. That is block spot. So that the block spot cannot able to visibly assess the object in front of him. Sometimes due to the heavy work and workload, they become a fatigues. That time their sleepy mode sometimes cannot able to focus on clearly. So these are all personal factors that deteriorate the pilot accuracy of the object visualization.
Okay, sir. So in the psychological crisis management, personal consultation must be done 3 months once as well as monthly one,
Monthly
right?
one, yes.
Monthly one.
Mm.
So which type of consultation is required? All these things we want to report, right?
Mm-mm.
So can you give some idea which type of consult? That means why I am asking means that psychological consultation having so many types.
Yes, yes.
Uh,
One is personal wellness. We call them personal wellness. The pilot should free from the all family oriented problem or family oriented health issues.
okay.
That should be first. That is social mode. Another one is
Okay.
personal mode. He may be a occupational based problem or a teamwork based problem. These are all to be considered in second way.
Okay.
Third one is purely physical health issues, somewhat headache during the exposure of more air, that is called sound pollution. Their health and concentration also will not be very accurate. So their sound based problem that disturb their accuracy. So we have to explore what are the difficulties you are facing when you are flying or somewhat there in workplace. These are the points that will help him to another accuracy.
Okay, sir. Now, for our project report, we need two important things. First thing, we have to mention what are the major difficulties they will face. That means pilot and air traffic controllers will face. That details, one by one, each and every point, the students have to mention in the report.
Yes.
Second thing, we have to give some questionnaire format. Monthly consultation, which type of questions we have to ask in the pilot, and same like that, 3 months once we will do the consultation. For that consultation, which type of questionnaire we can ask, and based on how we can evaluate their this one and how we have to give the consultation. These two details it's very important to prepare our students' project report. Students will after start the report preparation work. Can you please help the students to prepare this report, sir?
Yes, yes, yes. You can also roughly prepare the report. Then, what are the necessary changes? We will adopt it. Another one more thing is during the report writing, we have to give the information. This assessment of the pilot is only honestly they have to give. It is not for pilot job. It is for personal health. We have to mention this term because the most of the assessment are based on only the work efficiency. So their thinking is only like that. If we give a wrong answer, they will be assessed. Our skill is not full, or skill gap is available. So such a way they have a chance for to misinterpret our assessment. So we have to give the information. This is only for your personal intelligence development. It is not for your assessment of your quality, your job quality. We have to mention this term clearly. Then only we can get the proper reports from the pilot.
Okay, sir. Students side from any doubt you want to ask now?
No problem. You can raise the questions after reports, and we can develop the answer. Okay.
This program name will be Learning Consultation Program.
Yes, yes. That is called corporate learning. We call them learning
Corporate
process.
learning.
Yes, yes, yes. Training is a old version. As per our MSK theory, you have to mention this word, mindset knowledge theory. Training only for animals. You have to consider this. For human being, we give the only learning. But in traditional way, they are giving the word, they coin the word training because the training is not given to develop the intellectual intelligence skill. They only physical skill. Can you understand? So as for MSK, we are giving learning only for human being. Dog trainer, dog trainer, fish trainer, dolphin trainer. Same way, human trainer. No, we won't accept it. We will never accept it because human being was always given by learning. One more information. The pilot may be a somewhat attention deficiency disorder due to the age factor or work factor. Their attention deficiency also will take in place that create the problem. Okay, you have to keep it in the mind.
Efficiency disorder.
Yes.
Okay.
Attention deficiency disorder. Sometimes attention deficiency symptom also available.
What's that?
Symptom. Symptom. Attention deficiency disorder one way. Another way is attention deficiency symptom. They cannot able to listen the instruction given by aircraft air controlling authority. Someone they are listening, but not actively. They passively listening. This also create somewhat a problem in the pilot or runaway decision making process. So it's a valuable project. If you give proper report, you will be prized by the aircraft industry in India and also as well as foreign. I think the first novel project by university is your project because of Dr. Karthikeyan. You must thank Dr. Karthikeyan, sir. Because of his affection, we joined with you. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. All the best, dear student, for your future. Fly like a aircraft. It is a pilot project only for pilot. Psychological pilot project for pilot.
Okay, sir. So hereafter we will focus this psychological crisis management.
Yeah.
So because this is a new concept we are going to implement in our aviation field.
Yes.
So till now they are found how can analyze the mental health, but still but they are not at coming the conclusion how can improve the mental health. So I think this is the first idea we are going to give in the aviation. Suppose we publish a paper, means definitely the industrial people will contact us. But I know the importance of this project. Students, I don't know they got the point or not. Anyway, so dear students, what you can do coming under this topic, okay? Psychological crisis management.
Okay. Another one more thing. The assessment only for identifying the problem. But our process is we after identifying, other post identification, we have to clearly cure the problem. This is our part. Crisis management is curative part. Their assessment is only assessment part. Can you understand now? Okay. So clearly mention is these are all based on the mindset knowledge theory.
Sir, one more thing. You told training is not the good way, but learning is very important for pilot and ATO.
Yes.
Correct, sir?
Yes.
Not training. Only learning.
Learning.
Yeah. So we have to mention this in the correctly. Psychological consultation we are giving. Through this consultation, pilot can learn how can improve their mental health. Correct?
Yes. By crisis, learning not syllabus way, by crisis way. This is a permanent set of information, but crisis is a unforeseen event that facing every day or every month or every place. Yes, sir. These are all main points, sir.
Okay. So, dear students, you are the pioneers going to give a very nice idea to our aviation field. Okay. So nobody has touched this point, psychological health, in our aviation field. So you are the first batch going to give a very good idea to our aviation personnel. So please concentrate and give this idea in a project form and the paper, technical paper form to our industry. Okay, definitely you will reach in a good place, right? So I think we can conclude this, and you have to continue your work as per the ideas. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All the best, all pilot peoples. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Welcome to MSK Life Clinic Foundation. சொல்ல முடியாத அழுத்த நினைவுகள், அடக்க முடியாத அழுகை, கட்டுப்படுத்த முடியாத கோபம், தாங்க முடியாத கஷ்டம், தன்னை யாரும் புரிந்து கொள்வதில்லை என்ற ஏக்கம், அதிகமான பயம், தூக்கமின்மை, உடல் சார்ந்த வலி, இன்னும் இது போன்று பல சிக்கல்களிலிருந்து விடுபட நாங்கள் உதவுகிறோம். அணுகவும். உளவியல் முதல் உதவிக்கு MSK ஜஸ்ட் கால் 93 602 53 930. MSK லைஃப் கிளினிக் ஃபவுண்டேஷன்.